guys, it's Gestro Gaming here, and I've got another video for you. So, as I've said many times in the past, I've played Vengeance Jugg a lot, and I love it a lot. And finally, 4.0, I'm going to be bringing you guys a video here. So this is my first game with my Vengeance Jugg on Norak, and he's wearing, this is like, alongside, I would say, maybe my operative, I guess. This is probably the best geared character, not in terms of actual gear, but in terms of styling. I love this look so much. I don't know. It's the Blade 7 chest with kind of like the back robe, and then just like the nomad like head. I think it suits him really well. And then he has a blue lightsaber. I think it looks so good. It's like the blue and gold dye, and it was really cheap too. It was like 400k in total with everything, and then like the boots and the gloves are just the Dark Reaper pieces. I think it looks really good. So yeah, and Vengeance, honestly, is probably one of the most fun specs to play in the game, alongside maybe Plasma Tech on a Vanguard or a Power Tech. A lot of people are saying Concentration and Rage, like the burst specs right now, are really, really good, and I did try it out. It's really good. I tried it on my Sentinel too. And because now, especially with this guy, once I hit 64, I did play a game that's really good. I did really well. I didn't record that just because I didn't know how well it would go, but Vengeance is still pulling good numbers, and it's still really fun for me. So it's one of those specs that's just like, you know, I don't care how much damage I do. You do really good damage. And it's not really a dot spec, because the dots don't do much. It's a lot. You know, you can do some hard hits. You know, like Impale can hit up to 10k, and you know, there's some really good hits. And you got your like below 30%. It's like a vicious throw, and there's like so much at your disposal. And the main reason why I don't mainly play Marauder like in my mix of main classes is because what I thought is, you know, it's really just like a Juggernaut without other defensives. You know, I don't know. I mean, Marauder is fun. Don't get me wrong. I mean, there's definitely a lot of good stuff about a class in its own individual way, but I just like Jugg a lot. And this was like a class that I power leveled to do Rage, and then I hit 60, and I was like, okay, I'll do Vengeance to gear up, and then I ended up liking Vengeance more than Rage, so that's kind of what happened with this tune. I don't know, I really like him. Well, he is pretty much 65 now. He's like one bubble away from 65. So yeah, and you know, Jugg's got. If you heard that was my phone. Sorry. If you got like, oh god, what was I gonna say? If you were paying attention to the class changes and stuff instead of actually just going in like I do, I looked at this last night, and Jugg's, they didn't really get buffed or nerfed. They pretty much stayed the same. And that's really what I like. You know, Jugg is especially this spec has always been really, really good. And it used to be the more dominant spec, but now that it's really good because they balanced out the two specs, which is just great. Now you can, because a lot of people didn't play Rage because first of all they didn't know how to play it, and it was actually a really simple rotation. Well, at the time I played it, it was really easy, and it did a lot of damage. But most people were just it didn't really do. I mean, you did a lot of bursts, and you could definitely kill someone, but you have to have your burst lined up, in order to, you know, do that. I guess like perform really well. And once all your burst is gone, there's a little bit of a downtime. You know, for instance, okay, Deception Assassin has very consistent lined up bursts, and you can burn someone down really easily. But Rage Jugg, you have maybe a Raiding Burst, a Obliterate, Force Scream, Furious Strike, and like a Vicious Throw. You know, heals can easily counter that, especially if you have a good, like in ranked, it's pretty good because you can burn someone down really easily. But if you have a really good healer, it can be countered, and there's not much. It's not much better with Vengeance either. Vengeance has sustained damage, but it's not sustained burst, so you're not doing big amounts of damage. Like it's definitely sustained because everything has a pretty short cooldown. You can like refresh your Ravage with your Impale and stuff, but that's just in my opinion. I don't know. But now they're kind of both balanced out, so Vengeance is still doing about the same damage it was doing, which is pretty good. It was pretty good damage. And then Rage is now doing more damage, which is good. So now there's a really good. I'm gonna try that when I do ranked. When I start doing, once I get all my characters 65, I'm gonna do some ranked. I want to try that spec in ranked. Once I get this guy geared, I want to see how it is. So because I imagine right now the ranked pops Qs are not popping. So yeah. So now I mean, you know, I think they did a good job for once. Firework did a good job balancing out a class. And especially with Blade Blitz and stuff, and I think it turned out really well. And I didn't really realize how much I love the specs at the end of 3.0. I was like, I'm gonna put this in my kind of like corsage main classes. So I'm showing you'll see a lot more from this guy too. Yeah. So then also you might see that retaliation lights up a lot in this game. I completely forgot about it when I redid my interface at the start of 3.0. I mean, start of 4.0, because I had put this guy away and I hadn't thought about him to redo the interface. I forgot to key map retaliation on R, and as you can see, my chilling screen. I don't know if you can see it from here, but my chilling screen is on R right now, and I had all the key bindings messed up, so it lights up, and I'm thinking I'm pressing it on another key, which it used to be when I had my old interface, but it's not doing anything. So, which I think is like it's like a shift something key, I don't remember. And so now I haven't been using retaliation at all since I remapped this guy. So today I remapped it, so now my retaliation is on my R key, which is good. So, because retaliation is a very good ability. It can hit pretty well, but it's also a guaranteed hit too. So if you need a guaranteed kill, maybe it's a tank especially. If you're fighting a tank, you need a guaranteed kill, because especially that, like things like power techs, and maybe even shadows, if they have their cascading debris up, their buff up, then you're gonna want retaliation because it's a guaranteed hit, and if you buff it correctly, it probably will kill them. So that's just kind of nice to have. I don't use it every time it procs. You're supposed to use it every time in Rage though. I do remember that, especially your Furious Strike. You want to do, you want to have Furious Strike and then hit your retaliation. So that's just kind of something I have to remember to use that now, because I haven't used it. I haven't played this guy in a while. So yeah, and then I think my next class to level up to 65 will probably be, I think a Merc. I think my Merc's gonna do. I really like my Merc a lot. And they got a new ability, below back or whatever. So I want to see how that is. I want to see if they buffed Mercs back up to where they were, which is a really good class. And they kind of fixed that towards the end of 3.0, but it used to be they were so squishy. And if you were under geared, you did shit. So yeah. And then I'm also enjoying my Scoundrel a lot. I hope you guys are liking those videos I'm putting out. I'm having a lot of fun. And I'm probably going to be doing some more leveling with him. I also played a little Harry Potter, I think that was part 2 today, just kind of relax. I recorded it. If you guys want me to put it up with some commentary, I definitely can. I didn't know if it was 20 minutes long. I didn't know if I want a voiceover. I haven't decided how I want to do the in-game recording yet, because it didn't turn out so well when I did my first video of my Scoundrel series. So just let me know in the comments if you think I should do that, and I will make it happen. There's definitely a way I can do it. I have an old headset I can use. I don't like to use it just because of its sound quality to me, but the microphone is good, so I'll use it if I need to. So yeah, I hope you guys just enjoy this game. It was a really, really good game. We did win. I believe I come second. I haven't watched this one in a while. Third. Alright, yeah, so I think I did pretty well. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.